Today in History. It is July the 24th, and of course, as always, we continue with our journey to the past.
We do, and we have two events to share with our listeners today, and I'll get to them in just a moment. But first, the quiz question. The ruins of Machu Picchu were originally built by, number one, the Incas, or number two, the Egyptians. The question once again. The ruins of Machu Picchu were originally built by, number one, the Incas, or number two, the Egyptians. Okay, if you know the answer, you can put it on our Bandi board or text in pounder sharp 1045 on your cell phone for 51, and you could win an Usan. And now, let's see what's on the list for today. Today in history. In 1860, Alphonse Mucha, pioneer of Art Nouveau, was born. And in 1911, Hiram Bingham brought Machu Picchu to world attention.
1860년 오늘은 아르누보라는 예술 장르의 선구자인 알폰스 무하가 출생한 날이고요. 1911년에는 탐험가 하이럼 빙엄이 마추픽추를 발견한 날입니다.
Okay, so let's begin with our, I guess what we should call a household name in the world of art, right? He was a Czech painter.
That's right. He was a Czech painter, Alphonse Mucha, born today in 1860.
Okay, so some people say Mucha, some people say Muha. Right, so
Yes.
he produced many, many paintings. There's his picture on Point in Radio right now, if you're wondering what he looks like. Yes, paintings, illustrations, advertisements, postcards, designs for jewelry, carpets, wallpaper, theater seats, the list goes on. And they were all initially classified as the Mucha style. Well, later on, this came to be known as Art Nouveau, or New Art in French.
That's right. Ironically, Mucha didn't really enjoy much popularity for his Art Nouveau works during his lifetime. It was decades later that his pieces gained renewed popularity, especially, they say, during the 1960s.
Yeah, right. I think I just said New Art in French. That's English. Art Nouveau would be the French,
Yeah.
right? Getting my languages mixed up. Well, Mucha or Muha played a key role in revolutionizing the world of art through his lithographed work, making Art Nouveau the first school of art to employ mass-produced graphics.
And Art Nouveau was soon adopted by many other artists from around the world. You may be familiar with Gustav Klimt. We've seen him, yes,
The
on our
Kiss
screen. Yes.
is one of my favorites. It's not there on Point in Radio, but yeah, it's one of my favorite paintings
Right, I
of
think
his.
it was there. Anyhow, yes, known for his very iconic paintings, René Lalique, a renowned French glass designer, and Antoni Gaudi, Spain's most renowned architect.
Fascinating. Are you an art fan?
Well, I'm interested in art. I don't know much about art, but
Yeah.
I'm, yes, quite
Well,
interested.
you know, they say art is subjective, so whatever it means to you is the actual meaning of it, right?
Sure.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on now and let's talk about ancient ruins, Machu Picchu from the world of art. We jump to explore the world of archaeology, where on this day in 1911, the world got to know about one of the most impressive ancient sites built by the Incan Empire.
Yes, of course. That site is Machu Picchu, located in present-day Peru, and it was brought to light by Yale professor Hiram Bingham.
Yeah, so apparently he wasn't the person who discovered it,
Right.
but he's the person who let the world know about it. So in 1908, after attending a conference in Chile and on his way back home via Peru, he was convinced by a local to visit an ancient Incan site known as, and I'll try to pronounce this, but I'm probably wrong, Choquequirao.
I think that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, Choquequirao.
I'm assuming that's it on Point in Radio, yeah.
And this site was located in the southern part of Peru, and according to rumors, there was a bigger and more well-preserved citadel somewhere in the jungle.
So by 1911, Bingham had organized a team, and sponsored by Yale University, he went in search of this so-called lost city of the Incas. Isn't that fascinating?
Yeah, and you know what? Hidden in the overgrown jungle, known by very few local people, he encountered Machu Picchu, which was built in the 15th century at the height of the Incan Empire.
Right. Now, since the site was not known to the Spanish during their conquest, most of the relics and structures and architecture are regarded as highly significant in the study of this civilization.
Yeah, you may already know this, but Machu Picchu is not only a protected national sanctuary, but also a UNESCO UNESCO World Heritage Site and even one of the 7 wonders of the world, according to a recent internet poll.
That's right. And as for Bingham, his publications and lectures regarding Machu Picchu have gained him international fame. In particular, his 1948 best-selling book, The Lost City of the Incas, and he has been cited as one of the inspirations for the character Indiana Jones. It makes sense. It kind of sounds like one of his stories, doesn't
definitely.
it? Yeah, very cool indeed. All right, well, we are almost done with Today in History, but we do need the answer to the quiz before we finish things up, and here it is. The question: the ruins of Machu Picchu were originally built by the options number 1, the Incas, number 2, the Egyptians, and the answer number 1, the Incas. And that will be it for Today in History. When we come back from this break, Daniel joins us in the studio for some movie talk. Cine Premieres is right around the corner after Paul McCartney's New.